My name is Sandi Stening and I operate from a studio in Bracknell.
And what is the name of your business?
Leadlight by Design.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a lead lighter, which basically I take nice big sheets of glass and carve it up into small pieces and then stitch it back together with lead.
Okay. And when did you start?
I started 25 years ago. I was working professionally and I just felt I needed something of an interest in my life and saw an ad in a newspaper and went and had some lessons and took to it like a duck to water, and I've loved it ever since. Absolutely fascinated with glass, yeah.
Have you done other art before?
Not art as such. Yeah. I wouldn't say I can draw all that well, but I've learnt to draw over the years. But no, I'd always had an interest in knitting and crocheting and handcrafts, basically, yeah.
What about interior decoration?
I did actually do a course in interior design. It was a TAFE course because when I first started in Leadlight, I really struggled with colour, and I found that gave me a good basis to be able to string my colours together better, yeah.
Where does some of your lead lighting go? Who buys it?
So I do sun catchers, lamps, mirrors, windows, etc. So I do have a retail outlet at Artismania and a cafe at Perth. They sell sun catchers, and the lead light panels are made by commission only. So if somebody comes to me and wants a window made, the process starts from there.
Okay. And do they generally tend to go into older houses, or do you know where they end up?
It's a mix. I would say probably the majority go into older residences because they want to take, most people hate yellow glass and they want to get rid of it, and most houses have it, the older houses, yeah.
So they change from yellow to clear or to something else entirely?
Did go through a really long period of people wanting clear panels, but now everybody wants colour.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And sort of Australian colours, bright colours? What's?
Oh, it would be a mix, yeah. At the end of the day, it's down to the person's personal preference, yeah.
How much time does it take to do something?
It depends on how big the project is, yeah.
All right. So the window behind you, something like that,
It'd take around a week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you need to start off by doing a cartoon, which is done on a large piece of paper, and that is the basis that you use to cut your glass and to form it from there, yeah.
So how does the colour get into the glass? Can you talk about that process?
The glass is made in large factories. As far as I'm aware, we don't make glass here in Australia. Most of it comes from USA and China, and it's a molten glass process, and the powders are mixed in with the clear, and then it's kiln fired and then spread out on big sheets and rolled through moulds and things to get your textures in your glass.
What are some of the memorable pieces that you've done?
I did Elvis and Marilyn. Yeah, that was for a music cabinet doors. They were some of probably the highlights that I've made. Yeah, and I don't know, I love all the pieces that I produce. It's always amazing to take something from just a paper concept and turn it into something that's got life. Yeah, glass has it's just so beautiful the way that the light comes through and it just reflects all these colours through it. No other material does that.
And I guess you've got such a wide variety of things that you can do, products that you can make with it.
It's
it
endless.
Keeps things quite,
yeah.
You can have the variety, you can have change, which is good.
Exactly.
What are some of the challenges? Obviously you're working with lead and glass.
Yes, people often say to me, how often do I cut myself? Very rarely. Glass cut with a glass cutter isn't sharp. But lead is a problem, yes. But I take precautions, I wear masks and gloves, etc. whilst handling all of that. But the challenges have been in the last few years is one of the major glass suppliers shut down. The factory that makes our glass grinders burnt down. The people who were making the copper foil went out of business. And it's just been everything, even down to now, like the patinas that we use are no longer being made here in Australia. We don't know if they'll ever be produced again. So yes, it's been very challenging the last 5 or 6 years.
And completely out of your control.
Exactly.
So that makes it quite difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you offer workshops?
Yes, I do. Yes, they are held over spring, summer and autumn. And yeah, they're held on a Saturday morning. And it's limited to 2 people because it's only a very small studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do they go for?
3 hours.
3 hours. How do you find that people find you?
Generally through our website. Yeah, so doing Google searches and whatever. But I do have a lot of people now coming by word of mouth.
And what do you love about Bracknell?
The peace and the quiet.